Hi, it's me, Danielle, Danibuttons, and today in My Life is Hectic, I want to do something different. I'm still displaced, still living my tray table life, and I guess my disclaimers before we start. Look at this. I suffered a breakage. Oh my goodness. I don't even know what happened. It was like, it just got mad, and it broke on this side. I don't know if you could see because of the shiny polish, down to here. And on this side, down to here, and I don't understand what happened, and I'm very upset about it, but I decided to shorten it up in hopes that it doesn't break at either of those points. But I'm very sad. It like changes the whole shape of my thumb. Second disclaimer, I'm wearing more jewelry made for me by my cousin. This is my favorite one ever. I absolutely love pearls, but I accidentally told her the wrong size and it's a little bit too big, so I'm gonna put like on my wedding band, which now looks so dirty comparison to like bright new wire. But anyway, I have like these tighteners and I'm gonna do that for this because I love it so much. But these three are made by her, so just wanted to put that out there. Today in something different, I wanted to do a mandala based on Pantone's Colors of the Year. I thought that would be fun and different. If you don't know, every year Pantone is like a paint company. I don't even know what they are, but they put out a color of the year for 2021. They chose 2 colors and they just happened to be 2 out of my 3 favorite colors. It is Illuminating Yellow and Ultimate Gray. My 3 favorite colors are gray, yellow, and purple. So we almost had a trifecta, but obviously 2 out of 3 ain't bad. That's like a Meatloaf song, right? But I figured we would do a mandala, and I'm going to use some grays and some yellows and see where we get. This is 100 Beautiful Mandalas by Camellia Angelkova. She's my favorite mandala artist at this point in time, and we're up to... See, I'm working from the front and the back. So I've done 35 in the front, and I think like 11 in the back. So that's what, 46. So this is our 47th mandala in this book. And look at that. I feel like that's really great for this color combo. So I'm excited. I don't really know what we're going to talk about, but this is what we're going to color. And I'm just going to get right into it. I like to use a combination of alcohol markers and glitter pens. So I'm using my Cali Arts, and I guess I'll tell you in case you want to play along. I'm going to try CG01. It can't focus on anything right now. CG01, CG05, and Y107, which is Cool Gray 1, Cool Gray 5, and Lightning Yellow. And then I'm actually going to use these 2 glitter markers. These are Two Hands brand. I don't know if you can see that either. And I have not really used these too much in a page because I'm so worried about like using them up. These were a gift from Jenny from Rainy Day Coloring, who hasn't been making videos recently, and I'm gonna have to yell at her after this video, but because I miss her. I figure I might as well use it because I don't know if these will dry out if I don't use them. So I'd rather get them on the page than not. So that's what we are coloring with. Let's go. I don't have a plan besides color. I don't know. I don't know what we should talk about today. Oh, I just like dropped it right away, my marker. I'm using my... Like, I see red already coming through, and that worries me a little. I don't have a blotter paper back there. I just have my cutting board thing. It's actually a cutting board mat from the dollar store that I use back there. And usually I use a piece of paper also, but this time I'm not. So we could possibly be getting a very messed up... Yeah, I think mistakes have been made. Oh, no. I really have to keep going with this, though. So we're going to have a fun, bedazzled... sun face, and then I will get another piece of paper for the rest of it. Basically, I usually always have a piece of paper back there, even on top of my blotter thing, but once I let Sam use this so he wouldn't color all over his desk, and he did not put a blotter paper, so the whole thing is exactly the outline of what he colored, and now it's literally all over my son. Holy cannoli, this is the worst I've ever seen happen. I feel very bad for my son. That's really not the best way to start a video, but here we are. Hold on. Of course, with alcohol markers, if I like stop it will get very streaky. So I had to like power through it. Wowie. Samuel, I don't like you in this moment. Just so you know. He says, okay. I can never tell if you can hear him or not because I'm like an inch away from the camera and he's like 10 feet. So our poor son is not looking its best. Also, I'm sorry, this is kind of a weird angle. But again, we're living that tray table life, so we're just going to have to deal with it a little bit longer. I'm also going to use, not also, my yellow 2 hands glitter on the sun's features, and then we'll kind of go from there. But I think you can also hear Noodles like scratching. She's itchy. Are you itchy, Noodle D? We have still been subjected to these painters. We're getting very close. Right now, I am filming on Friday, January 15th. Apparently, they're coming tomorrow, which is not my favorite news, but, you know, gotta get it done. And they should be finishing The Office tomorrow, which I'm excited for because then Sunday, Sam's still off, and we should be able to, like, reorganize it because I'm not really sure what of the, I'm assuming they're gonna put the furniture back, but we preemptively moved a lot of it out of the room entirely so they would have room to push it all to the middle. So I don't remember what I was saying. Oh yeah, so we need a day to like resituate in there and I'm excited for that. And then what else are we doing? They still have to do a lot of trim all over and they have to do the kitchen. So we are definitely making very good progress. But so far, they think that they're going to be here tomorrow and Monday. And today was supposed to be their last day. So we're at 2 days over so far. And I can handle that, I think. But anything else is going to start pushing it. Because, boy. Let's see. Last week, we went to my cousin's house on Monday, Tuesday, and Friday. And Noodles just wasn't doing great on Tuesday. Like Tuesday, she had a very barky day. Basically, she is on the second floor of our house 98% of her time. So she doesn't really understand upstairs neighbors. And my cousin lives on the bottom floor and has upstairs neighbors. And it's not even a huge deal that they're up there, but like it's a 2-family house. So when they're opening the doors to come in, it sounds to Noodles like they're coming into her area, and she hates it a lot. So she's very barky over there and like doesn't understand the layout. And of course, it's like it's not her house, so it makes sense. But I was like, I'm gonna give my cousin a break. I'm gonna give us a break, and then we stayed home on Wednesday and Thursday last week. And because last week they were working downstairs on my dad's room. So it worked out well enough. She was very angry and just barked for hours and hours. But at least I was like in my own house, I guess. I don't know. Maybe that's silly. And then we went back on Friday. Because I was like, we've had enough here. And I was like, you've had enough of a break too, I think. But then on Friday, we ended up, like, I bought her dinner for her and her fam. And we, like, hung out. I dropped Noodles back off at home after the painters left. And we hung out and played some VR and stuff. Which was a lot of fun. I'm addicted to the VR. Which I'll talk about, too, in a second. But then this week, we went over there Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And by that point, everyone was, like, over it a little. Again, Noodles definitely got better as time went on. She basically, like, first few days was just very jumpy in general. If a car would go by, she'd be jumpy. If the neighbors moved at all, she'd be jumpy. Whenever they were getting mail, she was jumpy. And, like, they would get regular post office and, like, Amazon deliveries and FedEx and UPS and obviously because it's 2 families, so it's like so much mail was coming, so Noodles was not having the best time. So by the end of week 2, though, she was definitely doing much better, but I just was like, we'll just have a day in our house and see how it goes. So I was like, Thursday, we're going to stay at our house, And my idea was now they're painting upstairs so we can stay downstairs and it'll be fine. But what I didn't think about was two things. One, we had asked if they only used my dad's bathroom because my bathroom has a door into my bedroom. So I was just like, we'll just try to keep them out of that. They're not painting in there. And that way, like, Sam's working in our bedroom right now. He won't have to worry about them using it too. Whatever. I don't know. I was just like, that'll be a tiny bit of privacy that, since we have two bathrooms, makes sense to me. And then also, they had all of their supplies downstairs in the living room. So Noodles and I got to spend our whole day in my dad's bedroom specifically. And Noodles was freaking out, upset, screaming. She did not understand because, like, again, she could just hear these people banging around, walking around, and didn't know what was going on. So, I don't know. We kind of let her scream it out a little bit because we would take her and, like, be like, oh, this is who it is, but she doesn't really trust men in general. And by the time, like, it was too late. They were in our house, you know what I mean? So, I don't know. She basically barked from 8 a.m. until Sam went on lunch at 12:30, consistently, impressively, a lot of barking. And then when Sam went on lunch, we went out and, like, picked up lunch out because we had to get out of the house. And, like, we stopped at the library and we walked her around, whatever. And actually, all last week, every morning, we would, W-A-L-K, I don't know if she's awake or where the heck she is right now. We walked her every morning before we went to my cousin's. And I just need to interject here too. I am a night owl. It's 11:23 p.m. right now. I love nighttime. My whole life, I've always stayed up very late, just to be honest with you. I've always been a night person. I don't really like morning. Even if I wake up early, I still stay up late. So we had been waking up for the past 2 weeks at 7 a.m. as opposed to 9 a.m., but not going to bed any earlier, and I've just been very grumpy. I've been a grumpy lady. So we've been waking up at 7 a.m., taking her on walks, and she's still been managing to bark all day. Just putting that out there. So after she came back from lunch yesterday, she was much better. I don't know if she just was exhausted, but we managed much better in the afternoon. But I was like, not again. No chance are we staying here. Tomorrow, we're going back to my cousin's house. Please and thank you. And then we found out we could not. So I was like, oh, no. So we had to stay home again today. But today, I don't know. I don't know if she was just like, I accept my fate. But overall, she was definitely much better today. I want to say yesterday, she was at like a 9.5 out of 10 barks. And today, she was probably like a 5 out of 10 barks, which is significantly better. So, today, we just went down there, and I realized that if I just put on headphones really loud, it cancels most of the noise out. And she barked it out, and I just, like, had boomerang cartoons playing. And I tried to do some coloring, but I don't get too much done. I did actually, yesterday, I finished 2 Color Quest pages, which was pretty impressive because those are huge. And today I just finished 1 Disney page I already had outlined, and then I outlined a second one. So not my most productive for coloring, but it is a high-stress situation. So they're getting close. It definitely looks so good already. So I'm happy about that. Part of what took so long is in our office, we had this wallpaper that was pretty terrible. I mean, it was textured wallpaper. I didn't love it. It was not the most fun. Sam apparently hated it, but I'm very happy to get it out. But apparently, I don't know if they put it on wrong, whoever did it, or if it was just whatever style it was very strange. And basically, it was like the paper was on top of this weird mesh that was like plastered to the wall. I don't even understand. I might, after I finish this color, I will show you a picture, which I don't remember if I showed you in my last video. So I might be showing you a repeat picture, but so that took them, they had to like get all that off, and then it looked like the walls were shredded, and then they had to like plaster or spackle the entire wall. I think I'm just going around a second time. Yikes, this is a very, very light gray. They had to plaster the wall. Let me get out some pictures. Sorry. I think I definitely did show you this. So that's what the walls looked like on the first day. Like, it was trashed. It was rough. And then the spackle day is they spackled it, and it looked like that, which was much better. And then now they painted it, but it's still a little bit textured, so they had to re-spackle. So there, it is a bright yellow, and I'm so excited. And obviously they didn't do the door and the trim. So they painted it, and the wall still looks really rough and textured, so they had to like spackle a whole bunch of it. Probably like 50% of the wall is re-spackled, and they're gonna paint over it. But that is what added the extra day. I'll also give you a sneak peek. This room is done now, but it wasn't at the time of this picture. This was our old color that was in basically the whole house. It was like the whole foyer, up the stairs, the whole living room, dining room, and the kitchen. And so that's the new color. So it went from like this, to bunny gray is the name of it. So I'm very excited for those things. So it's definitely worth it, but it's just rough going at the time right now. So I apologize if I literally have repeated myself from my last video entirely. It's quite possible from my 30-minute color and chat. I guess there's an extra week's worth, but that's really all that is happening right now and all we can focus on. So there's that. Also, I don't know if you can hear the rain, but for whatever reason, I was feeling very warm. I just took a hot shower is probably why. So I cracked the window and it's raining out. Ugh, longest sip of water. Now you're in the way. Ooh, now you can just see the whole shadow. Okay. Maybe that side. Yeah. So, that's all that's happening. Other things, let's see. I am filming on a new monopod. It's actually just the same monopod that I repurchased. After all this time, I broke my old one. I smacked it against something, and it's basically holding my phone with this clip, and the clip broke. So I possibly could have just repurchased a clip. I honestly didn't even look into it until this one came, and it came in two pieces, the clip and the monopod, and I was like, huh. But it was only, I think, $13, which obviously I don't want to just waste $13, but I've used this original one for like 3.5 years, so I feel like I got my use out of it. So I'm on a new one. It is not like all bent up yet, so it's interesting, nice and fresh, but I'm excited to have that. What else did I get in this purchase? I got something that was not, I can't remember anything right now. Blanking out. I ordered some mini rulers. They are not here yet. I'm going to look it up because it's going to bother me. Hello. I got more of these. These are scrunchie bands for the Apple Watch. So it just slides on like an Apple Watch band, but it's basically as if it's a scrunchie. And I love them a lot. Sam got me one for Advent, but he like picked this really cool pineapple print because I love fruit, but the pineapples were like, it was yellow pineapples on white fabric, and the white got really dirty, like rubbing against my pants and just being white for 2 months, whatever. So I got a 3-pack. It has a gray, and then it has a black one, and then it has, ooh, they're right here. sunflowers on black. So there's the one. I'm going to have to see if I can wash it. I'm sure I can somehow, but I figured it was nice to have extra in case I want to rotate them out. So I got that, and then I got my mini ruler for bullet journaling because the ruler I have is like the edges got all scuffed up, so it was not making nice lines, and that's silly because that's its only job. So I guess also measuring, but really I'm using it for lines. So it's just a 6-inch ruler, and I got like a 6-pack because if I was going to the stores, I'm sure I could have gotten one for like 50 cents, but online it was either like buy one for $4, 2 for $5, or 6 for $6. So of course I bought 6 for $6, but how can you can't really go wrong with having a few extra rulers lying about. So I bought that. I'm doing good not purchasing crafty stuff. I want to real bad. I've been tempted by a few different markers. I am investigating the Tau Tree ones that I've been seeing, which seem to be just like thin alcohol markers. And I was really tempted by the Ohuhu pastel, but luckily for me, they just kept going out of stock. So I don't know. I'm interested. If you have those Tau Tree, the skinny ones, let me know what you think of them, because I went to watch reviews and then got distracted and did not watch reviews. But I saw like a few of the comments on the reviews were like, oh, they run out really fast. But I'm wondering, like, do they run out because they're very thin and they just run out faster compared to the big ones, or do they like run out actual fast? So if you have those, let me know if you think they're worth it. And again, those Ohuhu pastels are intriguing, but I think it's like $42 for 48 markers or something. I'm like, meh. I'm really hoping the 180 set of Cali Art comes out soon. I might email them again, because when I had emailed them previously, they said that the 180 set would come out early next year, which is obviously now this year. So I'm wondering if they have a more specific date. So I'm gonna do that soon. And I think if I get those, I won't need anything else. I hope. I don't know. Because I've been really tempted by the Cali Art 120 set, but I'm like, no, I'm going to hold out for the 180. So I'm up to earning 2 credits. So I'm excited for that. My goal, I think, with the credits, Disney Vitro 2 is coming out. From what I've heard, March 31st. And I'm very excited for that. So I think I'm going to attempt to earn as many credits as I can and save up all of those credits and then make a really big Disney order in the beginning of April. That is my goal. So we're up to 2. And again, I earn credits by every 10 pages I color. I get a credit, and a credit equals 1 book. And I also can earn credits for completing a book. So if I finish a book, it counts as 1 extra credit. I've done 5 pages in Color Quest this month, which I think is impressive, and that's one of the books I wanted to finish this year. So I think I have 9 left. So I'm hoping to not only finish that book, but earn some extra credits from that. I really want to finish another Color Questopia book as soon as possible. I got some ideas of what I want to finish, so we'll see. We'll also see, because I decided, or I think I stated as a rule, is like gifted money doesn't count. So like I earn gift cards through some different websites and things like that, and that doesn't count towards my credits, but I have to see. I want to still be as strict as possible and count that, but we'll see. When it comes to those Disney orders, maybe I don't want that. You know? So far so good though. Disney is coming out with so many new books though. It's crazy. Crazy pants. I want them all. Which also though makes me want to color, and the more I'm actually, tomorrow we're escaping the painters, and I'm bringing one of them with me, and I'm going to do some outlining, but I don't know. I was going to outline in the in the Mickey & Co. book, because that book I kind of like allow myself to just outline with no pressure to finish the pages, if that makes any sense. So that's what I'm thinking with that. I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing here. All right. Man, I'm really bummed that I wrecked her face, but what can you do? I haven't been doing great. I don't know. Again, at this point, I feel like delirious. I don't know what I've told you. I don't know what I haven't told you. One of my goals for this month, and possibly every month, is to rewatch 10 Disney movies a month, essentially. Or more specifically, rewatch all the animated movies this calendar year, because I'm planning on going to Disney World in January or February of 2022. Like, it's all but definite at this point. I'm hoping to start the booking process in February or March, if I'm honest with you. I don't know. I'm very nervous about the state of the world, but I also know that at the first opportunity, I am getting vaccinated. So I'm really hoping by 2022, things will be safer, or I at least will feel safer. And to be honest with you, we have made the drive to Florida before, so it would not be ideal, but I don't think it would be ruled out if the flying part was the unsafe part. I don't know. I hate talking about it because now we just, as a group, know that nothing is for certain, but I want to talk about it because I really want it to happen. So I've been trying to color... Well, I'm going to try to rewatch all the movies. I like to try to reacquaint myself before I go to the parks. And then I'm going to try to color a page out of every animated movie, essentially, as a sub goal for fun and just to use up my stuff. I feel like that was a long-winded way to say that, but I'm so excited and I want it to happen so bad. But yeah, I pre-registered for getting the vaccine. I will be emailed when it is available. I think New Jersey's chugging right along. And I saw that, I think we're even up to 1B or something. Right now. All residents over 65 and anyone 18 to 64 that is high risk can start getting their shots. So that's exciting. But, yeah, I'm going to Disney World. Shayna, I'm coming. Be ready. We're going to go shopping. Thank you. So that's what I'm doing. I'm going to try to color as much in those as I want. And as I can. Because I want to buy them all. I don't even know what else to say about it because I don't know what you want to know. I have to link him below. But I follow this man named, I think his YouTube name is Bruno's Art Gallery. I will link it. But he gets all of the books to do flip-throughs, the French ones. The problem is he speaks French. So on the computer, I think at one point I had auto-generated subtitles on. But otherwise, I just kind of watch and try to listen as much as I can from my years of Spanish in school. And I pick up some stuff. Or I just wait for the pictures to pop up. But he does videos, flip-throughs of all the books. And he does a new release schedule. So his video for February's new releases just came up. But he's killing me because I want them all. And now I'm cool. Every month my list just gets longer and longer. He also has a video of every Hachette book that's come out, every Disney one, since they started in, I want to say 2016 or 17. So if you're new and want to see what's all available already, that's a good place to start. I will really tried to remember to link his channel down below. He's been a very good resource for me. Like, I keep all of his notifications on for when he releases a new video. But I'm thinking of trying my first bookmarks from them, Disney bookmarks, and I'm excited for that. I don't know if I'm going to count that as a book credit, though, because it doesn't really feel like one to me. We'll see. We'll see what you guys think. But I just want it all. I wish that shipping wasn't so crazy. I haven't checked as recently, so who knows, but I don't have the highest hopes. Also, I'm going over the lines. I find that filming in here, I'm really far away from the paper, and I just go crazy over all these lines. So I apologize if that's bothering you. It is bothering me too. But yeah, I just think it's fun that the colors of the year are yellow and gray, and I'm just painting my house yellow and gray because I love them so much. I just think they go so well together. And again, I also love purple, and that goes well together too. Purple and yellow is one of my favorite color combos. Purple and gray, yellow and gray. Again, they just all go together. I tried to paint our old office yellow and gray, and it went horribly wrong. And it made me afraid of yellow for a few years. But we're facing our fears for the new office. Basically, I just picked the wrong tones, first of all, but I'm embarrassed. I painted the walls gray and the ceiling yellow. I don't understand who let me do that, but it did not come out good. It was like a green yellow by accident. Like, it was sad to be in that room instead of jolly like I wanted it. But I think that this room is looking great. It is very bright, but I also feel like since it's the office, it's the one room that I'd be likely to just like put stuff all over the walls anyway, like artwork and things like that. So if it ends up being overwhelming, which I don't think it is, but if we felt that way in the future, then I could always just cover it up with some of my own art and such. I'm also hoping to do some curtain shopping because that is the one thing this whole house is lacking. Basically, when we moved in, she left, the lady before us, almost all of the curtains, and we just kept most of it because it's crazy how expensive curtains are. So we were just like, let's keep it. And then we replaced the living room curtains first because those were the worst. They were just very 80s because I think the house was built in like 85. And she did a lot of the decorating in 85. So those had to go. And then at the same time, we purchased curtains for my bedroom. We literally didn't put them up for like 2 years. I don't understand. But they're up now. And that's it. So I'm hoping to get new curtains for the kitchen, for like the foyer has a window that we had very old curtains for. And then our office and the guest bedroom just didn't have curtains at all. They just have blinds. So, not blinds, those like rolling ones. Are they blinds? I guess they're still blinds. But I want to get some curtains, and I'm hoping to get some fun curtains because, again, I feel like the office is the room to like be crazy and fun. So that's my goal in there. I have no idea what fun curtains I can get. I haven't really researched curtains yet, but I want that. I also, you know what? I want fun curtains in the kitchen too. I really want fruit-themed curtains. So we'll see what's out there. I used to have fruit-themed curtains in our old house like 15 years ago. I had like pears on my curtains, and I was like, I want that again. So we're going to see what we can find. And I hope I can find some fun stuff. IKEA might have some fun curtains. So those are some of my goals coming up. I also basically need to replace every doorknob in the house because all the doorknobs are gold, like yellow gold, and I probably would like silver. So I replaced almost all the doorknobs in our bedroom so far because, how many? Maybe only 4. We have 6 doors in our bedroom because we have 2 double door closets, and then we have the door to the bathroom and the door to the hallway, obviously. And I replaced the closet doors because they were also gold and they are now silver. But those are like fake, well, not fake. Is it fake? I don't know. They don't turn. They just look like doorknobs and they're just like on the front. So I didn't replace the ones that are double-sided yet, but I need to. And now I need to replace like 3 in the hallway. But there's no rush. I know my dad, I was telling him I was so excited to change the paint. I was like, I really didn't like the color it was. He was like, why did we buy this house if you didn't like it? I was like, because it's paint. Like, the important part of a house is the layout, not the color of the walls. Like, who cares? So, but I'm still happy that it's getting changed now. So, I'm just also happy that we have been doing projects because my grandparents lived in the same house for like over 40 years and they didn't really change things very often. And I feel like that's what happened in this house before we got here. Like the lady just like had the same wallpaper since the 80s and things like that. And obviously that's not a problem. But my idea is that if we do like one project a year, by the time we get back around to it, it'll be like 10 years anyway. And it just feels like nice to keep things modern, I guess. So we have a few ideas of what's coming next, but I'm excited to do things in the house. Because obviously this summer we just painted our bedroom and got new carpet. And I was very happy to do that. So all this paint is exciting. Obviously we put a rush on the paint. My dad's his whole living room had 2 types of floral wallpaper. Very 80s. Like the top half of the room was teeny tiny dainty grandma floral. And the bottom half of the room was like thick stripes of floral. And it was rough. He's never liked that. But we finally got it out of here. Also, I was originally intending on vlogging this whole process, but that didn't really happen. I think I did take some before footage, so I might end up putting like before footage and after footage together just to show you, but it didn't go as expected because it was just ended up being a much more hectic week than I thought it would be. So we'll see what I can give you there. I'm just going to stick it out and finish this one on camera, I think, because we are at 37 minutes, which is usually I cut it off around now, but we're very close to the end, so I might as well instead of editing it. But what else? What else do I got to say? I don't know. I really don't know. Yeah, again, we have nothing upcoming. Nothing. I am doing game day tomorrow to escape the painters, which I'm excited for because it's my 2 best friends, so I enjoy game days. And the only thing we look forward to, that's not what I wanted to do. That's okay. It's alright. It's alright. I guess now I have to do that, but that's okay too. Yeah. My friend Dave's house, which is where we're going, we try to rotate whose house we go to. Dave has a really cool treadmill, which I think I've told you about too, but I'm telling you again, in case you're new here, he has a really cool treadmill that it folds up, but whenever I'm there, I'm like, please unfold my treadmill. He's like, okay. And then I just walk on it very slowly for like 3 hours. It's obnoxious, but I literally walk on it at like 0.5 miles per hour, which I think is the slowest it will go. But all day, I probably log 2 hours just jollily bouncing around on that treadmill. So I'm looking forward to doing that. I'm also bringing a coloring book, which I don't usually, but there is one game that they want to play that I hate. So I feel like it used to be where people would get awkward about it. Not necessarily this group, but in general. Some games I just don't like, and I think that's okay. So people would be awkward and be like, oh, can't play it, blah, blah. I'm like, I don't care. Play it. I'm just going to sit out, and that's okay. Like, you definitely would rather me sit out than me play this, because if I play it, I'm going to be very grumpy and ridiculous. So I just am bringing a coloring book, and I'm just going to sit out and let them play that game, you know? So that's what's happening there. But I'm just bringing the Disney one to do outlines, which I think I said earlier. Have I been forgetting? Whew. I can't wait to get back into the office because my posture in this chair has not been great, because this is not the type of chair to sit up like this in. So I have not. I've just been like hunched over. And it's not the best. But what else was I going to say? Anything more? Something? I'm bringing the game Hues and Clues with me tomorrow, which I think is a lot of fun. I got it for my birthday, and basically it's this giant board. Hey, you guys as colorists would probably like it too. It's this giant board with just squares of color all over it in like a rainbow style. I don't know how you would describe it. Samuel, do you know how you would describe that board?
No.
Do you know what board have you been listening?
It's like a bunch of color swatches. I don't know.
Right? Like it's swatches, but it's definitely like in an order. I don't know. Anyway, it swatches in an order. And basically how it works is on your turn, you pick up a card and you have 3 choices, and or 4 choices of specific blocks on that board. And it's in like a gradient rainbow order, and there's probably like over 100 squares. So you'll have 4 specific choices, and you pick one of them, and let's say it was this color, and like that's F7 or whatever. It's not, but pretend. You have to use one word to describe this color. So maybe you say B, like bzz, and then everyone would put their guesses down, and they put it down whatever they think is B. So maybe a lot of them put it on yellows, but who knows what shade, blah, blah, blah. And then you get to say it again, and you might say sunshine. And then they make their second guess, and then you say what the real answer is, and there's like this little box, and you put it over the real answer, and if anyone's in that box, they get points. I hope I explained that well at all, but if you like colors, which we all do, and you want a new board game that's fun and easy for everyone, I highly recommend it. I like it a lot. I like games, like my friends sometimes like really heavy games, which I've talked about this before too. And I like more medium games, like I can do heavy, but I love having quick and easy games to break up the heavy. So Hues and Cues is definitely quick and easy enough for everyone to learn and play. Because we've played like with friends, and we've played with children, and they get it too. I don't know if there's like a specific age on there, but our youngest competitor has been 10, and she did very good. So I recommend that game for anyone. I'm bringing that, and then I'm bringing my coloring stuff. We never play my games, but we might play that one. And then who knows what we'll play of Dave's. I really am going to try to get them into another video. And by another, I mean Dave will be his first, but Lydia was in a video with us. So I might have that. I don't know how I'm going to convince them, but I'm thinking about it. And I don't have a plan for what we're going to do. So I do have a plan for what we can do. But I don't know how to make them do it. I'll have to see. I'll have to see when the next time my house's turn is. Because I just had an idea. But, or I might ask them to be on like a Q&A in color. So if you have any ideas that you want to see with my friends, let me know. Who my friends are not colorists, as you may have guessed, but they're my friends, so hopefully they'll join us. I have 2 ideas. I have to write these down. Hold on. I'll type them in my phone so I do not forget, but I'm not going to show you, so it can be a surprise. Return. Okay, so number 1 is yes, perfect. Sorry for the sneakiness, but you know I have tricks up my sleeve. Whew. Yeah, this ended up being long. We're at 46 minutes. We're going to be a 50-minute video. Cray. But I like it. Again, I love mandalas. Ooh, I have another video idea. This one's just for me, but I also want to write it down so I do not forget. So, 2... Yes, I'm excited for that one too. All right. I actually got this idea from my friend Toll. She was, I don't even remember. Oh no, she was like, oh, I'm trying to finish using up my markers. So a lot of grays and yellows. And I was like, oh my God, grays and yellows are totally the colors of the year. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm totally going to do a color of the year video. So that's what's happened here. So thank you to her for this video idea. But that's another thing. I'm probably going to ask that in a poll. So I don't know if I should bring it up, especially 50 minutes into a video. But I've been debating if I should stick to the every other day or switch to like a more definite schedule. But like have a plan. I love doing the every other day. And it's still working for me for now. So I probably will still do it. But if I had a plan, it would be like 2 challenges a month, 1 haul, 1 wrap up, 1 this, 1 that, you know what I mean? Whatever. And we figure it out. But this way, so far I have to keep being creative and coming up with new stuff. Because I would do just like a weekly color and chat. I know a lot of people do those and I really enjoy watching them. But I feel like not enough happens week to week at this point in time for me to do that. So, who knows? While the ideas are flowing, I might as well keep filming them. I find that my numbers are like roll down, but I think it's just like the January slump. I wouldn't be surprised if they're down for everybody. Like if you have a YouTube channel, have you noticed your numbers are down, or should I be concerned? I think I also just had like such a good summer that it's like it's hard to compete with that at all. But we are nearing the end here. I can start my finishing spiel. If you've made it all the way to the end, let's say sunshine. That seems fun, and there's a nice sun emoji. My favorite thing about the words is I sometimes forget what the word was between filming and uploading. Not so much these days that I've been like filming the next day, or uploading the next day. But back when I was pre-filming and I would upload like a week or 10 days later, I would get all these comments that would say like cactus, 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 cactus. And I'm like, what the heck is going on? Or still now, sometimes I'll get somebody that's like, obviously, if you find my videos, you're not necessarily only watching the most recent. Oops, hit that monopod. So I'll get a comment from like 7 videos ago, and it'll just say cactus or whatever that word was. And I'm like, why are they saying this to me? So it always makes me laugh. So we'll say sunshine this time. And I will hold this up for you if I can, because it's hard to see the glitter. Ooh, there it is. Can you see the glitter? This cool gray one was very, very light, but that's okay. And I'm very sad. I'm so sorry, son, that I've wrecked your face. I wrecked it real good, but yes, that's what this looks like. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me actually write my info that I write at the bottom. My info is the date, and then if I have like a special theme, and then the page number. So hold on. I'm going to try to write it on this Post-it in case it goes through. So page 36, and then the date is 15/21, and then I'm going to say Pantone color. Colors is enough. Okay. Whew. Voila. Yes. If you made it this far, say sunshine down below. Like this video. Subscribe if you haven't. I'm a fun time. Even though this was, look at that. Just still makes me sad. Comment anything you want to comment. And I'll be back in 2 days with something different. Thanks for watching. Bye.